Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, thank you, ma'am. Go ahead and have a seat. And Ms. Trujillo, you may begin when you're ready.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, do you have water up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to just kind of tell us how you're feeling sitting up there right now.
I feel nervous.
Nervous? Okay. Are you scared?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you scared about?
I just have a lot of anxiety.
And Ms. Rodriguez, I'm sorry, can you bring the microphone a little bit closer to you? It's a little hard to hear you.
Okay. You have a lot of anxiety, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about what?
Maybe just because there's a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people watching you?
Yeah.
A lot of people going to listen to what you have to say?
Yeah.
Okay. And that makes you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you testifying?
So the truth can be out.
Is that important to you?
Yeah, it is.
How come?
Because it's what's right.
Now, of course, you've been sitting here for the last 2 weeks. You've heard a lot of evidence. I know that you were aware of your own case, and you heard Ms. Varela testify, right?
Yeah, I did.
How did it feel to hear her say things against you?
I feel like it was like a lot of emotions. Like I was like sad and like disappointed at the same time.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
What are you disappointed about?
Because she wasn't telling the truth.
Okay. And I want to get into the specifics, right, of what you believe that she wasn't telling the truth about. So we will get there, okay?
Okay.
Have you been in the Weld County Jail since November 2021?
Yes, I have.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Ms. Varela?
I don't remember exactly when our last court appearance was, but it was in court.
Okay. More than a year ago, you think?
Yeah, definitely. It was maybe like around 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you nervous to see her?
Yeah, I was.
How come?
Because I feel like she's like what, like from like obviously an experience like that. Like I feel like she's what like just seeing her is like brings everything, you know.
Bring everything back?
Yeah.
Back to October of 2021?
Yeah.
Have you ever not been able to think about October 2021?
No, not really.
So seeing Hosanna kind of, did it add that additional component to what you've already been dealing with the last 4 years?
Yeah.
Was it a hard decision for you to get up here and share your story with the with the jury?
In a sense, yeah.
Okay. How come?
I feel like it's more because I have like a lot of like social anxiety, but like, yeah.
Okay. I think it's important for the jury to hear kind of what that social anxiety looks like from you, because you are going to be sharing some details. So tell us kind of, or tell me, when you get anxious, do you get quiet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you sometimes laugh?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Do you laugh maybe at times? Is it just kind of the response to the anxiety?
Yeah, it is.
Not necessarily that you're laughing at something funny?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay. Any other way where you feel that that kind of anxiety speaking in front of people shows, besides being quiet and maybe laughing?
Not really. I feel like that's
the basis?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about kind of your social anxiety in, 2020, 2021. Okay. First, before we do that, can you tell me around the year that you met Hosanna? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was like 2020.
2020. Okay. And did you all meet working at JBS?
Yeah, we did.
So 2020, then, we're here for 2021. You'd agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share kind of what that social anxiety was like at the time that you first met Miss Varela and then, into the fall of 2021? What was it bad? Was it
Yeah, it was a lot worse then.
a lot worse than it is now? Okay. How was it worse?
Like I feel like I just wouldn't talk at all. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a social person at that time?
No.
Did you have a big group of friends?
No.
Have you ever really had like a big social circle?
No.
Were you pretty close with your family in 2020, 2021?
Yeah.
Okay. We heard, obviously, I'm sure you've also heard sitting in here that kind of like where you were living at the time. So did you live with your family in 2020?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Who did you live with?
With my mom and my brothers.
How many brothers do you have?
I have, well, they lived there. There was only 2, but I have 4 brothers.
Four brothers. Are you the youngest?
Yeah, I am.
How old were your brothers when you were living at home with them in about 2020? If you can remember.
I just remember my youngest brother, he was about 23.
23. Okay. Okay. And you were how old in 2020?
I was 18.
18. Okay. Had you ever, prior to meeting Miss Varela, Hosanna, ever lived by yourself?
No.
Okay. Had you always lived in that same house?
Yeah.
In 2020, when you met Hosanna, you're working at JBS. What was your position at JBS at the time?
So when I started work, when I met her,
Or like, no, when you first started working at JBS and you met Hosanna, what department were you working in?
so when I first met Hosanna, I was working in COVID sanitation.
Okay. What did that entail?
We would use like cleaning supplies to like clean like the whole building and stuff like that, like inside and out.
Okay. And Hosanna had talked about her working in the rendering,
Yeah.
and you never worked in rendering.
Not really. Like they would try to send us over there to help out, but it was always cold, so
Didn't like it?
no.
Okay. So the COVID sanitation, what kind of cleaning supplies did you use?
Bleach. There's like another one, but it was like in a fog machine, so I don't know what was exactly in there.
Okay. Are you allergic to bleach?
No, I'm not.
Do you know why Hosanna would say that you were allergic to bleach?
I have no idea.
Okay. Besides the COVID sanitation and cleaning with bleach, have you ever used bleach before?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
My sister-in-law, she would make me like wash the dishes with bleach, so to make sure they were extra clean and stuff. Okay. And then obviously like laundry, and then my mom sometimes uses it on the floor when she mops.
Okay.
So I would mop.
Been around a lot of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever use it for like your own personal items?
For my shoes.
Tell us about that.
Because I have I like white shoes and stuff like that. So when you clean them, they it just gets cleaned a lot better with like if you scrub them with soap and bleach.
Okay. Tell me if you don't remember this, but throughout the trial, we saw some photos that the prosecution had shown. I think this was when you were outside that West Point's bank and you were wearing white shoes.
Yeah.
Is this kind of what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go into a little bit more about, how you met Hosanna, your kind of relationship and how that developed, but I want to pause real quick. Have you and I talked a lot or before about what you said happened on October 2nd and October 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you spoken with the defense team before? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's okay. Have we had a lot of conversations about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you and I go over the fact that you might testify?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Did we go over the questions that I would be asking you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I ever tell you what to say?
No.
Did I ever tell you to change your story?
No.
Did I ever tell you to say something different?
No.
Did I ever tell you to say, you're going to have to say this?
I'll allow the question.
Did I ever tell you that you would have to say this because Miss Varela said that?
No.
Okay. And we're talking about 2021, and you heard about Miss Varela in the proffer looking at some of the discovery beforehand. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen all the discovery as well in your case?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Have you read all the police reports or seen a lot of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you looked at photos?
Yes.
Have you looked at surveillance videos?
Yes, I have.
Do you feel that you have a pretty good grasp on what the prosecution is putting against you?
Yes.
When we were sitting throughout this trial and you're seeing a lot of the evidence and on that table, everything that the prosecution has put forth, was this your first time seeing any of that stuff?
I seen it in Discovery.
Okay, so you have seen this before. Did you watch Hosanna's proffer before?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and that was 7 hours. Was that 7 hours?
A little
About?
bit over, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. So today when you're testifying and you're telling the jury, your story, is that coming from what you believe to be true?
Yes.
Give me just a second. I'll sustain that objection, Ms. Trejo, if you want to rephrase. Go ahead.
Are you testifying from your own personal knowledge?
Yes, I am.
Anything that we've heard over the last 2 weeks, has that influenced what you might tell the jury today?
No.
Has anything you've heard over the last 2 weeks changed what you remember to be true?
No.
Okay. So let's go into you and Hosanna's relationship, okay?
Okay.
So y'all meet at JBS. Did it start as a friendship?
Yeah, I did.
All right. How did you guys become friends?
We had a mutual friend.
At JBS?
Yeah.
Okay, that introduced you guys?
Yeah.
How did you all kind of start hanging out while at work?
Well, we started at first like eating lunch together, so we would like take our lunch when she would take hers. So like, yeah.
Okay. Was there a point where you started to have more feelings for her than just a friendship?
Yeah.
Okay. You might not, again, years ago, you might not remember exactly when that changed for you, but do you kind of remember how long you all were friends before you started to develop feelings for her?
A couple months, I believe.
Okay. When you guys started seeing each other versus just kind of like being friends, did you start hanging out more?
Yeah.
Did you all hang out? Did you spend most of your time with Miss Varela?
Yes.
Okay. So once you guys kind of started dating, whether or not, did you ever put a label on your relationship?
No, I didn't. No.
Does putting a label on your relationship make you feel kind of uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like I'm not really like open with stuff like that.
Okay. What do you mean?
Like being with girls.
Okay. Okay. Do you date men?
No.
Okay. Have you only ever dated women?
Yeah.
Okay. But still, is it kind of the public relationship isn't something that you really jive with?
No, it's not.
You and Hosanna did you all spend most of your time together?
Yeah.
Did people know, in your opinion, that you all were together?
I believe it was pretty obvious, yeah.
Okay. When you and Hosanna were together, were you seeing other people?
At the beginning, there wasn't really like, so I thought, yeah, it was, but then
Did you stop?
Yeah.
Okay. And then throughout your relationship, when you were really, like, I suppose, without the label, but actually with Miss Varela, were you dating anybody else?
No.
Okay. Do you know if she was?
I wouldn't say dating, but like she'd be with other people.
Okay. Was this including her husband, Javi?
Yeah.
When you started seeing Hosanna, and I want to say, right, when you started seeing her, so when you started like being with her, okay, not just friends, did you know that she was married with kids?
I didn't at first.
How did you find out?
Our mutual friend.
Okay, when?
A little bit like, I'm not sure when.
Okay.
But I just remember the whole conversation coming up.
Okay. And was this after, and apologize, this is a very intimate question. Was this after, did you find out after or before you and Miss Varela had sex for the first time?
It was a little bit after.
Afterwards. Okay. Do you remember kind of when things took a shift in your relationship with Miss Varela, where it seemed as if we were friends, maybe there was some feelings, but then at that point, like, maybe we'll see where this goes? Was there a shift at that point? Do you remember anything happening?
Well, yeah, there was like after all that, there was a
Okay. After all that, tell me what all that, what do you mean?
after like we officially like did stuff.
Okay. Miss Varela had talked about the Clarion, and that was the first time that you guys, had sex. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that kind of a noteworthy moment, I suppose, in your relationship for you? The
what?
Clarion?
Oh, what?
Was that like a noteworthy moment in your relationship when you guys read the Clarion?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. So did it mean, like, did something happen at the Clarion where you were like, okay, maybe our relationship is going to a next level?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain that? What do you mean by that?
Well, like friends don't usually do that stuff, so like
Okay.
obviously, yeah.
It was the first time you guys were together.
Yeah.
How did you feel about your relationship after that?
It was awkward.
Why was it awkward?
Because it wasn't supposed to happen.
What do you mean?
Like we didn't plan that out.
Okay.
It just kind of was like in the moment type stuff.
Yeah. It just happened.
Yeah.
Did you guys, when at that point, were you still seeing other people?
Slightly.
Okay. When you did find out that Hosanna had a husband, common law, but somebody that she referred to as her husband, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay. When you found out that she did have this family and she had 3 kids, how did that make you feel?
I kind of just laughed it off. Like I didn't really care.
Why didn't you care?
I don't know. I didn't.
Just didn't care.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Okay. When you guys started then being in a relationship, did that ever become a point where you cared that she was with a husband and kids and also with you?
Well, she had told me that she didn't want to be with him before me and her like made it. I don't want to say like official, but like, yeah.
Okay. So was Miss Varela then telling you that she didn't want to be with her husband anymore?
Give me just a second. I'll allow that question.
Was Miss Varela telling you then, when you guys were all together, that she wanted to leave her husband? And was she telling you she wanted to be with you?
Um.
I can
I'll allow
rephrase.
I'll allow the question.
Okay. Do you want me to say it again?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
that's all right. Did Miss Varela tell you that she wanted to leave her husband and essentially leave her husband for you?
Not necessarily for me, but she already wanted to leave him before me and her were even on that kind of road.
Okay. So for you, was it a big deal that she's still had a husband with kids?
No, I didn't care.
Okay, you didn't care. That's okay. She talked a little bit about, and I don't want to get into October 2nd quite yet, but she did mention that you guys were at Cubetta's and Javi was there. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Did you see him there?
Yeah, I did.
Did you care?
No.
Did you talk to him?
No.
No. Why not?
It's just awkward. Then a lot of people were coming up to us like, "Did you see Javi?" I'm like, yeah. But it was just like,
Yeah. Why do you think people were coming up to you and saying, "Did you see Javi?"
because it's just so awkward. When you go out and you see your ex there, like, and you're with somebody that you're with, it's just like an awkward situation in general, I feel,
Yeah. Did you ever meet Javi?
I think I don't really like know him, but I did get to meet him a few times.
Okay. What were those interactions like?
They were pretty good.
Okay.
Honestly, there was
Any kind of hostility between you two?
well, I mean, I would assume that he didn't like me, but I mean, he didn't act no type of way in front of me or nothing.
You said you assumed he didn't like you. Why do you assume that?
Because Hosanna would tell me
Okay, what would she say?
that he didn't like me.
Okay. Did she tell you why?
Well, he didn't like me even before me and her were on that kind of like tip.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Did you ever ask?
No, I would kind of just laugh. I was already kind of used to like, like, oh, okay, like,
Yeah. Used to what?
like, I guess like people having that kind of, I don't want to say like, just like people like just thinking something like, just because I'm like a female that's not very like feminine and stuff like that. So they're always like, yeah, I don't know.
Can you say that again? Something, I'm not sure I heard you clearly, but something about feminine, being feminine.
Yeah, so like I feel like that like played a lot to like, cause he didn't know me, you know, like me and her like started off as friends, and that's when he didn't like me. This was before any of that happened. I don't know if he had a reason not to trust her or like, but I think it's because like I'm not very like feminine, so I feel like it's obvious that I don't like that I like girls, you know?
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you and Javi ever get into arguments?
No.
Did you ever argue with Hosanna about Javi?
No.
Were you ever frustrated that she was with Javi?
No, like cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I kind of just felt disrespected, and so I didn't say like frustrated, but I would just be like, damn, you know, like embarrassed, kind of.
Okay. Tell us about the disrespect. Why did you feel disrespected?
I don't know, cause like I just never got like how like she would like tell me I couldn't do something, but she was over there like
Okay. What would she go and do that she would say you couldn't do?
just everything.
Can you give us an example?
Cheat, be with other people, hang out with other people, like just everything, you know.
Do you feel that she limited your ability to go out with other people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just one moment, Ms. Rodriguez. I'm just going to grab something from that table, okay?
Okay.
Stacy, I'm going to show you what's been previously admitted as Defense Exhibit RR and SS. Your Honor, permission to approach.
Yes, go ahead.
Stacy, take a minute and look through those.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you remember that conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. I can take them back. I might ask you just some questions about it rather than having you read them, if that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So in these RR and SS, these were Facebook messages between you and Hosanna?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. And did Hosanna ask you in these, where are you drinking at?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you say, like, why are you so worried?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Was it because she was with Javi?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't remember,
I kind of don't remember.
That's okay. That's
what.
okay. Here you go. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. So you say, you know, like, why are you worried about it? Because you're with Javi, right?
Yeah, I do believe maybe it was him. Yeah.
Could it have been somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay. Why could it have been somebody else?
Because she bees with a lot of people.
Okay. And this was while you all were together,
Yeah.
while you weren't seeing anybody else.
I was not.
Okay. So we'll put a pin in that just for a minute. Let's keep with these. So you say, why are you worried? You know, you're with like somebody else. And does she send you then in response, a text message or a Facebook message that says like a pukey face? Saw your snap.
Yeah.
And then what snap? Do you remember what that was?
I was just hanging out with one of my friends.
Okay. And did you put a Snapchat out of you hanging out with your friends?
Yeah. Just one friend.
Okay, just one friend.
Yeah.
And what do you say in response to that?
After that snap,
After she says like the pukey face.
oh, I put one in your purse.
Okay. And what did you put in her purse?
A condom.
Okay. Now go to the next exhibit. And what do you say?
Me after them?
Yeah.
After she responded to that last message?
Yeah, well, after it was, so yeah, let's back up. So you say, I put one in your purse, and then what did she say?
She said, "Thank you, love. We have some."
Okay. And what did you said you put a condom in her purse?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what did you say after she said, "Thank you, love. We have some"?
I said, "Great. Don't be petty. We just friends, and that's maybe. You made your choice earlier, so don't give me shit."
Okay. What did you mean by, well, one, why'd you put a condom in her purse?
so she don't get pregnant, I guess.
Was it more of a
To be
joke?
careful. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
At that moment, yeah.
Okay, yes. Did you mean it in a way? So did you mean it, were you trying to control her?
I was just telling her to like be careful in a sense. You know, if you're gonna cheat, at least do it carefully.
Okay, because it could come back and affect you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you told her, you know, something about her being upset and you saying, you know, like, we're just friends, why did you say that?
I just said that to clarify, like that she had no reason to be mad or feel no type of way because we were just friends.
Okay. Would Hosanna often get upset if you were hanging out with other people?
Yeah,
How often would she do that?
like all the time.
Did that change the way you interacted with other people?
Yeah, it was like more like awkward. Like I always had to like watch myself.
What do you mean by watch yourself?
Well, for one, I couldn't really hang out with people by myself, so she would always like come with me. So it was like more awkward. Like I couldn't like overly like laugh or like just laugh in general, but like I always had to sit next to her, so it did like impact a lot of how I was.
Okay. I want you to kind of maybe break that down a little bit for the jury. When you said you couldn't really laugh, what do you mean?
She would take that as like flirting and stuff.
Okay. If you were laughing at what somebody else said?
Oh yeah, or with them or like.
Did you guys have mutual friends?
Not really. I didn't really hang out.
You didn't really have a lot of other friends?
No, I was just kind of just very few people.
You saw Miss Alfaro testify, Karen.
Yeah,
She one of your friends?
yeah,
One of the friends you've had for a while?
yeah,
And is that usually how you are with your friends, whereas people you've known for a long time?
yes.
Okay. Did you ever hang out with Hosanna and her friends?
Sometimes.
What was that like?
It's just I just kind of just was there. I would just kind of stand there.
Is that usually what you would do in social interactions?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you even act that way sometimes with your own family?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. It just is the way that I am.
Okay. So thinking of these messages, did you ever tell Hosanna that she couldn't go hang out with her friends?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever want to?
What?
Did you ever want to?
Tell her she can go hang out with her friends?
That she couldn't.
Oh no.
So it sounds like, you know, at one point you decided that you were not seeing anybody else. Fair to say?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you decide that you weren't going to see anybody else?
Well, it was like official without really. It was like I feel like a mutual agreement, but it wasn't like announced. I feel, but it was we both under, you know.
But she still slept with other people.
Oh yeah.
So was it really a mutual agreement?
Well, she said it was.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Did it feel like it was a mutual agreement?
for a while until she kind of, yeah.
Okay.